Alright, everybody. We are gonna go to. There's one place I wanted to go to before it actually got demolished. I'm actually here in Provo, Utah, just across the street from Provo High School, the current location of Provo High School. I'll probably end up doing a future video about that one, but that's not what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going over to the Plum Tree Village because rumor has it that they are actually going to be tearing that, at least 3/4 of that complex down. And I also heard that they are going to build some office buildings and maybe even some apartment buildings on the property. But I don't know for sure which one they are doing. Sorry, it's my son in the background. He's happy. But we're gonna go there and I'm gonna do some video recording. The reason why I'm gonna do some video recording there is because I just want to be able to preserve the fact that this is what it used to look like before like any construction happened at all. Today is July 31st, 2016. I'm not going to do any opening theme song for this video, just simply for the fact that it's a video to remember the building, I guess you could say. I know it's kind of nerdy or dorky sounding, but this is what I like to do. Anyways, I guess you could say a short story. I guess you could say the reason why I'm into doing stuff like that is because, well, I'm originally from just south of Seattle, Washington, and a place called Federal Way, and I think that's about 45 minutes to an hour south of downtown Seattle, actually. My wife and I, we moved to Orem about almost 8 years ago. May 2009 is when we moved there. And I served my mission, my LDS church mission in Germany. And before that, me and my friends, we used to go to SeaTac Mall all the time. And back then, SeaTac Mall still had like a whole bunch of like, still 70s decor. Everything was like orange, purple, white, stuff like that. Just stuff we didn't really think about how ugly it was or how beautiful it was or anything like that. We just went there because we loved to go to the mall. And it was a place for us to get out of the house during the summertime when we had nothing else to do. We would ride our bikes the 5 miles up there and just hang out. Go to the arcade, go to Tilt, and play some video games. And I went on my mission in 2003, from 2003 to 2005, and during those 2 years I was gone, everything had the entire facade of the mall, the exterior and everything had just completely changed, and it threw me off. And then when I went inside the mall after I got home from my mission, it looked like it had cleaned up. Like I think at one point almost half the stores in the mall were empty though. So I guess you could say it was close to being a dead mall. But they did some things to change it up and stuff like that. And when you went inside the mall, it was like white, clean, new tile, no carpets, new seating arrangements and stuff like that. They freshened up the food court, but not a whole lot, really, I guess you could say. What else? Yeah, anyways, I got really interested in at that point is when I think I got interested in how things looked, how things were. What used to be here, what the store used to be here. I all of a sudden started getting into stuff like that. Anyways, and then my wife and I, we moved down here to Provo, or to Orem, in May 2006, or 9, sorry, just after Memorial Day, in 2009. And been here ever since. The shopping center at Plum Tree Mall, I'm actually here now. That's why I parked for a minute. When we first moved here, I think the majority of the place was full of stores. Now just looking around, it's all pretty empty actually. I think it's down to maybe half the stores are open now. Maybe if even that. So sorry, my son is getting too noisy in the background. I'm sorry about that. But well, let's go ahead and go take a look, do a drive around and go look around at some of the stores that are still there, some of them that are gone, and let's have some fun. Now this place is actually closed, and I think it's been closed for quite some time. Well, maybe about 4 or 5 months, I guess. Now if you see that sign up there, it says Baked Bakery Cafe. That is actually no longer there. The Cold Stone has been there for a long time. The Jimmy John's in this building has been there for a while too. But you can see Baked is closed, and now it's a Main Street pizzeria. Yesterday, my wife and I thought that Cold Stone was closing down. It ends up there just replacing some of the signs. Now in 2005 and 6, the end of 2005 and 6, I went to BYU, Idaho. My younger brother was going to BYU in Provo. And my sister and I would come down here just to get out of Idaho for a little bit and come join some civilization. This used to be Les Schwab, you can obviously tell. Some of the signs on there say alignments, shocks, brakes, tires, wheels, lift kits, and stuff like that. I got an oil change on my car here at that time, just because I needed one. But when my wife and I moved here, it was empty, and it still remains empty 7 years later. Now this Plaza was something else, a souvlaki place, I think it was, and that's what it was when we first moved here, like a little hero place, and that's what it was when my wife and I first moved here, but it closed shortly after that, and it remained closed until this place opened up, I think about 6 or 7 months ago. And they even have a food truck that they take around with them. And then here's a little office building with looks like dentistry and pest control. I think that's what it is still here. But I just see this Caldwell Banker commercial sign. I'm not sure if that's because it looks like there's some spaces open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 open spaces. Or there's nobody here at all anymore. I have no idea. Right over there, I got the quarry. I don't want to get so close because I got to make a right turn here, but that's indoor climbing center. They have an indoor climbing wall, and they sell a whole bunch of climbing gear and stuff. Right. This next place is the cheap movie theater. You go here buy their tickets here are like $2.50, almost $3. A little less if you're a student somewhere. Provo Movies 8. Right now they're playing TMNC 2, Independence Day 2, Conjuring 2, Me Before You, Alice Looking Glass, and Jungle Book and Angry Birds. And you can see right there in the sign on the right, that they plan on staying open during the reconstruction of the Plaza. So I'm assuming that they are going to keep the theater here. Whether they remodel or not, I have no idea. I haven't found anything about that. But we'll go here every once in a while if you want to watch a cheap movie. Again, just like I said a minute or two ago, my sister and I, we would come down here from Rexburg, Idaho, to Provo to visit my brother a couple times, and we would come here if you wanted to go watch a movie. And back then, they were like $5 tickets. So sure, they were still cheap, but not as cheap as they are now. Now this place is a little odd, I guess. Last night, my wife and I, when we first moved here, it was empty, it was closed, but it was opened as a place called the I Buffet, where they had foods from all across the world. Germany, Japan, Korea, mostly Asian countries actually. But it closed down and it stayed empty until I think maybe a month or two ago when this place opened up as the Fiesta Palace. As you can tell, it looks like it's Mexican themed, which is not a problem at all. But last night we noticed that they were celebrating a quinceañera last night or something like that. And I know it's traditional and everything, but my wife and I, we weren't trying to make fun of it or anything like that, or excuse me, we weren't trying to make fun of that part or anything like that, but it's just that I thought some of the costumes just kind of looked ridiculous, and the guys were wearing something that resembled like the Phantom of the Opera mask, but it was like silver instead. And it was just weird. And the girls just wearing normal, I guess, prom dresses. But yeah, that's what it is now. It looks like it's just like a wedding reception area or a place where you can celebrate a quinceañera. And we went after we got out of our movie last night. They were still celebrating. Looks like they had started celebrating before we started our movie, and then got out afterwards. Taylor, come on, man. Sorry. Right here, this building right here. Before they opened up like a Cinemark or whatever, we used to. Marv and I came to this theater still to watch our movies, or we would just wait for them to be in this theater because they were cheap. But this used to be a Shopco. But you can see it's empty now. We used to come here to get our candy for the movies, and I think it maybe closed like 7-8 months ago. But yeah. Anyway, sorry for the squeaking on the car. I don't really want to walk around because I have a 7-month-old or an 11-month-old and a 7-year-old with me right now. Yeah, it's all closed now. And we used to sneak the candy in through my wife's purse because she has a huge purse. And I remember this store, this small little store right here was like a scuba store. And you can probably just see right there. There's a beehive in the green tile near the top of the green tile. But it used to be a scuba gear store. And then just right over here is a Seagull book, or it was a Seagull book, and it closed down. Took it the space from where the door is, like this pillar right here, all the way to the end. And you can probably just see up where the sign would be that it looks like it used to be a Payless shoe source too. I can see the words Payless shoes up there. So. Sorry for the shakiness of the camera right now. And I think the store, whatever, went all the way to back. No, it's about this pillar. And it looks like we got a new store here. Don't know what it was, but inside I can see some like international flags. just hanging by the ceiling up there. And here we have an Army recruitment place. It's still going strong today. And this looks like it was a dry cleaning place, because I can see like where a little rack where the clothes would be hanging up right here by the cash register. And over here I can see, like, you know how it has like this mechanical rack, so it was just like you press the button and the racks would rotate to find your clothes. I can see that just barely inside of here, there from here. And it looks like we got like a UPS / FedEx place here. Huh. You know, driving from the main road, you can see this, the Professor nails and pedicure, manicure, and stuff like that. You would have thought something was here, but the store is actually closed. It looks like it's empty from here. And some more Armed Forces recruiting, but this time for the Marines. Last one was Army. Look at these people. Look at these people drove here from Hawaii. I wonder how they drove here. I wonder how they got here. See some more empty stores. Don't know what they used to be because I can't see anything at all on the signs. A PFP, I'm not sure what that is. Oh, look at this. Mansions with a wooden door. And it looks like it says kids only. Watch your head, kids only. I guess there's an adult entrance and a kids entrance to whatever store that used to be. Some more empty stores. Hey, everybody can see us in the windows. Yeah. Taylor. Golden West Credit Union. I'm assuming it's inside this store here. Lolo's Fresh Food. And I see a sign in there that says that Lolo's is, that it's closed, huh? I didn't know this is closed. There's a sign in there that says that this place is closed. Huh. How about that? And then everything else here is closed until we get to the very, very end. Looks like frozen yogurt stand used to be here. It looks like a Subway used to be just right here. That's what that looks like. That sign up there looks like. And everything is closed until we get to right here. Right about here is Cafe Rio. Don't think this one will be here much longer. They'll probably end up moving elsewhere in Provo, but we'll see. And the last stretch of our tour just comes to over here. No, not the sprinklers. In this building. I didn't think they would be closed, but this building used to be a taco time. I think they closed a couple months ago, maybe? I didn't notice that they were closed until just recently, actually. Yeah, it's a taco time. And this is one of my most favorite places to go. I hope they keep this place here. I love JCW's Burger Boys joint. Oh, it's so good. Such good burgers. A little bit on the pricey side, but it's worth it, I think. Anyways, I hope you liked the little bit of a tour. A little tour of the Plum Tree Village here in Provo. I'm sorry that my son in the back was making so much noise. It's probably hard to hear, especially since I was sticking the camera outside the window. But I hope this is a good, like, partial documentary type thing to keep to keep a record of this place the way it used to look before all the construction starts up. But yeah, this is stuff that I find is really cool. I really like urban exploration, but I don't know if I want to count this as like urban exploration. I'll go ahead and tag this video on YouTube as something that's urban exploration, as Urbex. But usually urban exploration involves going inside the building, videotaping what's inside. I wish I could do that, but that's against one of my own. Sorry, but my son just likes to make a lot of noise in the background. He likes to hear himself. Anyways, but that's one of my own personal rules that I have, is I will not break into any closed establishment without having any like permission, just because I don't want to get arrested or in trouble with the law or anything like that. So I have my own little limitations, and so that's why I don't really go into places and record on the inside, although I would really love to. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel just below. Just click on the subscribe button at the bottom. Visit my YouTube Facebook page at www.facebook.com/groups Utah YouTubers 1983, all one word. No capitalized letters or anything like that. There's a little have the address at the bottom of the screen there. Enjoy. Post your videos onto this Facebook page. I'll subscribe to you if you subscribe to me. Let's get this going. Let's get hopefully one of these days we can have like a little, I guess you could say, quote unquote YouTube convention pretty soon. And those of us in the area who actually do YouTube videos could get together and make some YouTube videos together, you know. Anyways, well, I'll talk to you later. I gotta get back to my kids, make sure they're all right, and I hope you guys have a good day. Take care, y'all.